Welcome to Fish Talk Hunt Radio with John Hennigan, where we're going to cast and blast you right out of this world with some of the best hunting and fishing stories that you can't even imagine.
This is John Hennigan, and I have what I consider a dear friend. I hope he feels the same way. James Curtis, who is the operator.
Hi, guys.
He is the, well, James, why don't you introduce yourself about your different operation that you've got working in La Paz?
That's right. Well, I'm from the Mosquito Fleet. I've been living in La Paz from London, England for 27 years now.
Wow.
And I'm still very, very happy that I made that decision.
Yeah, and you're also a PADI certified dive shop still, right?
That's true. We've also got the Cortez Club, which is our PADI 5-star dive shop. And we also now have a 5-star restaurant called the Seaside Bar, Wine and Grill Restaurant.
That's new. Where is it?
And that's just on the water, right next to where our bar used to be. It's been completely remodeled, and it's an awesome 5-star restaurant offering Mediterranean-style cuisine, international cuisine.
I got to get back down there. It's been way too long. And, you know, you and I can probably spend some time sharing some stories.
That's for sure, John.
But most of them we can't talk about on the air.
That's also true.
Yeah. But James is just a gregarious, just a great guy. And he's got a great operation down there. How long has that restaurant been open?
The restaurant's been open for 9 months now, and it's been extremely successful. Mm-hmm. Of course, right now, we're all, everyone in the world is on the same boat, and we're all trying to deal with this crazy thing that's happening to all of us. So right now, I would say it's about 30 centigrade or 88 Fahrenheit here in La Paz. Beautiful flat calm seas. Fishing's excellent. I had a couple of people go out this morning, but unfortunately, at this time of year, we would have had maybe 12 or 14 boats go out. Yeah. So, yes, we're down, but we're still working. We're still doing it.
Well, the problem is it's not, well, we'll talk about it when we come back, but it's not southern Baja that's the problem. Is that people don't want to fly on an airplane.
You're absolutely correct, John. At the moment, our airports are still open in La Paz and San Jose del Cabo, but we are not accepting any flight into Mexico City from Europe. Most of the people who are coming down here, I would say right now, are probably Americans who are living in either Cabo or La Paz.
Okay,
people who decide to come from Mexico City and other places.
James, we're going to take a break. James, we'll be right back. We got to up against the computer. We'll be right back with you.
A few years ago, a sailor set out to design a boat shoe that was comfortable and stable, non-skid, and wouldn't mark the decks. Today, these incredibly comfortable shoes are worn by anglers, boaters, professional guides, and charter captains. Go to softscience.com to see more. Soft Science shoes and boots are lightweight and shock absorbent with just the right level of support. Several styles come in all sizes. Enjoy the Soft Science shoe in the water and out. Check them out at softscience.com.
It's time for you to take a real fun adventure. Join a hosted fishing adventure to Alaska or Baja with the staff of Fish Talk Radio. Real Fun Adventures can book you on any adventure you desire. Bring your fishing friends or meet new ones. Fish Talk Radio gets the best deals from our sponsors to give you the best possible price. Real Fun trips are inclusive, easy, no-worry packages to the most popular fish grounds. Trips start around $600. Go to REELfunadventures.com.
If you are still using a plastic hard-shell cooler, things have changed for the better. AO coolers are lighter with twice the efficiency of the traditional bulky coolers. AO coolers are the best available soft-sided cooler with 3/4-inch high-density closed-cell foam insulation. They will keep ice frozen for 24 hours in hot weather. Easy to carry, less space, it fits product inside for better performance. Go to aocoolers.com to order or find a retailer. Available at West Marine.
We have something new and exciting for all fishermen and fisherwomen, from 5 to 12-year-old boys and girls to teenagers and adults. Join the Unreal Fish Tales Fresh and Saltwater Fishing Club to get an amazing 50% discount on all Unreal rods and reels, 40% discount on all apparel, and 30% discount on all Unreal mounts. This monthly Fresh and Saltwater video contest has a cash prize up to $2,500. Members who join our Unreal Fish Tales Club anytime this this holiday season will receive a free Unreal Fishtails shirt or hat of their choice. Go to our website at unrealfishtails.com to join. It's unreal.
Fish have tails. Do you have an Unreal Fishtail to share? Unreal Fishtails wants to post it. Go to unrealfishtails.com. Real is spelled with a double E. Join the club and win big money with your short videos. No matter what, you win with half price on all quality reels and rods, plus huge discounts and accessories. Perfect gift for anglers. Check out the website now at unrealfishtails.com.
Catch 'em shallow, I can catch 'em deep. Open water or the back of the creek. Wind and rain to me, it's all the same. I make a living playing this game, and I thank the Lord above every time I can. I get to be a fisherman.
Welcome back to Fish Talk Hunt Radio with John Hennigan.
This is John Hennigan, and we have, I would like to consider a very good friend of mine, James Curtis, who operates, let's see, it's the Mosquito Fleet, the Sunset Bar. Patty, what's the name of your dive company?
The Cortez Club.
Right. And, they've got a swimming pool. And if you don't even know how to swim, you can go down there and go through the course. And they start you off in the pool, and then they end up going to deep sea diving and looking at all that beautiful, beautiful coral and rocks and reefs that you have right outside of La Paz Harbor.
Absolutely stunning views out of this world and make you feel like a whole new human being again.
Yeah. And then, of course, this we haven't even talked about the fishing. La Paz is about, it's above Los Cabos by, 50...
200 kilometers.
So that 200 kilometers would be about 120 miles, something like that.
Correct.
And you can drive up without much of a problem. And La Paz is a beautiful city. It's actually the capital and one of the first cities built in Southern Baja. Do you want to give just a 30-second history lesson?
Yeah, basically, La Paz is 580 years old. It's a spectacular city. It actually gives you all the infrastructure to the rest of the Baja Peninsula. So Cabo San Lucas and San Jose del Cabo and Loreto, they feed off of the infrastructure from La Paz. This is where the main government is all based, and this is where everything happens. It's a real sleepy little fishing village that has gradually become more and more popular for holiday makers to go scuba diving. We have two very large islands, Espiritu Santo and Cerrado Island, and that lends itself so well to people coming here for sport fishing, scuba diving, kayaking, or just literally sailing around the island.
Well, the other thing is if you're interested in going to Baja, La Paz is a perfect choice. You don't have vendors out there trying to sell you timeshares and cheap cigars and stuff. It's in the Malecon, man, that is so beautiful.
It's a spectacular Malecon. You'll see all locals up and down every day with their families and children. It's an incredibly safe and a really, really nice feeling. There's no animosity whatsoever. It's a very friendly area. And I think holiday makers in general just love La Paz just for its sheer unique quality.
Yeah. Well, I have to tell you a quick story. It took me, to go down there, and I was very frustrated driving because every street has a stop sign. And if you don't know what you're doing, you stop the stop signs. Well, if you do, the people behind you get very upset. The rule is the first one to the intersection has the right-of-way. So
that is the truth. That's the truth, John.
If you stop at every stop sign, it causes gridlock. But anyway, it is a beautiful place, and it's not that hard to get around if you have a car, but you don't need a car. Especially,
you don't need a car. It's real easy to get around. You can fly in from TJ, you can fly in from Mexico City or LAX, and it's a really, really nice place to come and see.
I want to mention something, and maybe you can help. A lot of the problems that we're having in Southern Baja with tourism, they're best we can tell as of now, they have no cases of the virus. But why? Maybe it's the climate, different things. But people are canceling. But the reason they're canceling is they don't want to have to fly through LAX or Portland or, or Seattle. But the question I have is Volaris, which is an airline that nobody's ever heard of. It's a Mexican airline, and it's like a world-class airline. But, they fly out of San Diego. So if you can get to San Diego and just take a taxi across and get on the Volaris, and their prices are a half or a third, of what our domestic flights are.
True.
So I'm just wondering about that thought, if you have any comments on it.
Well, I do. The rest of the world is trying to restrict travel from certain places. But at the moment, you can still fly from San Diego or go on the CBX cross-border crossing to TJ and get a flight on Volaris or Aerocalacia right into La Paz. As you said, there are no cases whatsoever reported in La Paz, and they've been checked every single day. There is an update and online that you can check, and you can see that nothing whatsoever has happened. As you say, who knows why, and maybe because we're a little bit isolated here, maybe because it's, the weather's here in the high 80s, 90s, nearly every single day. But you can still come down here. There are no restrictions whatsoever. We've got plenty of people, even from the U.S. and from other places in the world, that have decided to stay down here, and they've got a holiday home, and they don't want to go back. They want to ride out the storm here in La Paz.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you have the opportunity, that's a smart thing to do right now. But anyway, if not, accommodations down there are quite reasonable. Do you want to comment on that?
Yeah, you can get accommodation here from anywhere from $25 a night up to $150 a night. And there are plenty of deals right now, plenty of flight deals. As you mentioned before, Volaris Airlines, they're offering flights for almost $100 round trip from the U.S. into La Paz, which is pretty spectacular.
Wow, that is, it's cheaper than staying home.
Absolutely, John.
All righty. And then getting to San Diego, there's different ways to do it depending where you are in the United States. But worst case, you can take the train.
That's also true. And you know what? What better than to get away from all this madness than come enjoy the sun, the sea, and the beaches?
You know what? I think you've got a few people interested in that. Yes, it is. It's a beautiful place, very reasonably priced, and you can get a very, where I live, a very inexpensive hotel. The one that used to be $6. You're talking it's like $150, $175 a night, but you can stay in a luxury place down there for $150 or less.
And absolutely, they're doing so many deals right now. You could go onto Airbnb or book a hotel or book through us at CortezClub.com, and we'll help you out.
Yeah. Well, get in touch with James, because I'll tell you what, he's not from Mexico, but he's still got his English accent to somewhat. But he's
I'll never lose that, John.
Well, I know that's part of your sales, but he's just a great gregarious guy, and he cares and he takes care of people. And,
well, that's what we want to do. We want to look after you and make sure you have the most memorable time ever in La Paz. And come and see us. And, John, please, whenever you get the moment, hop on down and we'll take care of you.
I appreciate that, James. But real quickly, we've got a little over a minute. The mosquito fleet, can you give us an idea of what's happening in the fishing down there?
Yeah, right now we're still catching a lot of Dorado. When I say a lot of Dorado, we're catching limits every single day on the boats that are going out. Most of the fish are going to be ranging between 25 to 40 pounders.
Whoa.
We've got a little bit of yellowtail appearing in some places, and I also started seeing a couple of big dogtooth snapper last week. So, fishing's good. It's steady. The water is 72 to 73 Fahrenheit. Air temperatures 88 to 92 Fahrenheit. And calm seas. So, there's not a lot more that we could ask for. We'd certainly like a lot more people down here. But hey, you know what? We're still happy in paradise.
Oh, yeah. And again, if you're staying at home and as a, what do they call it? What's that word, Mark, we're looking for?
Staycation?
No, that's when you're shelter in place. Yeah. Oh. If you're tired of looking at the same four walls and you're stuck in your place, where would you rather be stuck? there or in La Paz. And,
For sure,
just take a week off or so and come on down. And if you get in touch with James at the Cortez Club, he'll make sure that you're well taken care of because he knows everybody. And that restaurant sounds exciting. I got to get down there. But
you'll love it.
Yeah. And anyway, you're doing a great job, James, and we appreciate that.
Thanks, guys. Stay safe.
All right. Well, we'll do that. And again, why not? It's a lot easier, safer, and cheaper than staying at home, and certainly a lot cheaper than staying in some cheapy motel looking at the same four walls, where you can go down there and take a real vacation and make the best of the situation. James, again, I've been talking to you for a while, and I really appreciate you joining with us today, and looking forward to seeing you.
It's a real pleasure. Thanks to all your listeners, and please all stay safe.
All righty. Okay, you are listening to Fish Hunt Radio, Fish Hunt Talk, and go to the website. Just go to the easy way. Just go to fishtalkradio.com. 3 words, fishtalkradio.com. Listen to the show as many times as you want, and get on down to La Paz.
We have something new and exciting for all fishermen and fisherwomen, from 5 to 12-year-old boys and girls to teenagers and adults. Join the Unreal Fish Sales Fresh and Saltwater Fishing Club to get an amazing 50% discount on all Unreal rods and reels, 40% discount on all apparel, and 30% discount on all Unreal mounts. This monthly Fresh and Saltwater video contest has a cash prize up to $2,500. Members who join our Unreal Fish Sales Club anytime this holiday season will receive a free Unreal Fish Tales shirt or hat of their choice. Go to our website at unrealfishtails.com to join. It's unreal.
Fish have tails. Do you have an unreal fish tale to share? Unreal Fish Tales wants to post it. Go to unrealfishtails.com. Real is spelled with a double E. Join the club and win big money with your short videos. No matter what, you win with half price on all quality reels and rods, plus huge discounts and accessories. Perfect gift for anglers. Check out the website now at unrealfishtails.com.
Fish on!
It's a big one.
For passionate sports fishermen who value first-class fishing experiences paired with personalized service and amenities, all-inclusive Salmon Falls Fishing Resort on the Inland Passage reinvents the Ketchikan fishing getaway. Guests enjoy exceptional gourmet cuisine, superior fishing excursions, fully guided charter or self-guided in center console boats accommodating 3 anglers, updated guest rooms and suites, on-site fishing processing to clean, freeze, and pack your catch. Rooms range from log cabin rustic to modern. Our 52 rooms offer the ultimate in comfort after a long day of sightseeing, fishing, and exploring Ketchikan. Non-anglers love Salmon Falls too, shopping along Creek Street, kayaking, hiking, whale watching, or gathering around our fire pits with a hot beverage, all at prices less than expected. Just pull up Salmon Falls Resort in your search engine.
The East Cape of Baja, Mexico is world famous for sport fishing. Dorado, tuna, wahoo, marlin, sailfish, roosterfish, and pargo. The Van Wormer resorts make dreams come true at a price all can afford. Hotel Palmas de Cortez, Playa del Sol, and Hotel Punta Colorado have the biggest and best sport fishing fleet in all of Mexico. Call toll-free to 877-777-TUNA to find out how affordable world-class fishing can be. The finest resorts and the best boats in East Cape. Call 877-777-TUNA.
Vagabundos Del Mar Boat and Travel Club has 42 years experience introducing RVers to the joys of Mexico. Specializing in Baja, Vagabundos leads caravans and sponsors fishing tournaments, trailer boat cruises, and weekend getaways in Mexico and the West. Vagabundos Del Mar also saves its 10,000 members tons of money on low-cost auto insurance. Stay up to date on Mexican travel with the printed newsletter online at vagabundos.com or call 800-474-BAJA.
Welcome back to Fish Talk Hunt Radio with John Hennigan.
This is John Hennigan, and we have one of the standards of the industry. Anybody that's involved in the fishing community probably knows Danny Cadota. But I'm going to let Danny come on and explain to himself, well, not to himself, about what he's up to and how to get in touch with him. Go ahead, Danny.
Well, John, just when I thought I was out, they reel you right back in.
Yeah.
And
what I'm doing at retirement is starting up a new company. It's called Semper Fish.
Say that again. No, say that again slowly. Say that again.
I'm starting. Okay.
And
as
spell
I'm
it.
retired now, I'm starting a new company.
Spell
it's
it.
called Semper Fish.
Spell it.
Semper.
Okay.
Like Semper Fi, only
Right.
Semper Fish.
All right.
And
Always
we're
fish.
starting out. Yeah, starting out with a series of trout rods. And the thing that makes them unique is there's a 7, 7.5, and an 8-footer. But with each one, you basically can design your own rod. We have 4 different tips that rated from 2 pound to 3 pound to 4 pound to 6 pound. And you can interchange the tips on any one of those 3 models. So there's a combination of 12 rods you can construct yourself.
So you buy a rod. Was it a 3-piece, 4-piece?
It's a 2-piece.
2-piece.
It's 2-piece.
So
and
you
it's
just
the best way to get the continuity at that length too.
So you just change the end of the rod for the tips for what you're looking for.
And John, our anglers down here are pretty serious. They usually won't change the tips out. They're probably just going to buy 2 rods.
Yeah.
But they're definitely specialty use. For instance, the 2-pound tip, which we call the number 1, we'll fish mini jigs and things like that. But the deal is, if you're fishing monofilament with that 2-pound, it's perfect. It's rated exactly for that. But if you're fishing Spectra, it's even better because there's a cushion in the rod. It's a softer tip, and that will take up, where there's no slack and no stretch in the
Right.
Spectra.
Well, that's the thing.
compensates for that.
Spectra will not stretch, so putting a little extra in the rod itself will help from pulling the hook out.
Right. So depending on the application and the type of bait you use, you could specifically design your own trout rod. And it's available in the 7, 7.5, and an 8-foot rod. So it gives you a lot of flexibility as far as fishing from a mini jig to drop shotting to throwing the heavier typical Castmasters and things like that. You could dial it in exactly the way you want it. Then if you stay in the mid-range to 2 and 3 tips, you could you could do everything, but you won't do it as well as if you had a number 1 tip and if you're fishing mini jigs and things like that. So, it's pretty specific, but it's going to need, the angler that really knows, the type of fishery that he's going into and what he's fishing, what type of bait.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty specific.
Thing is, Danny, if you're fishing for marlin or even Dorado with 50-pound test, it can be exciting. But if you've got a 3-pound or 4-pound test mono and you get a 2 or 3-pound trout on, that can be also extremely exciting.
Well, funny you should say that, because last week at this time I was boarding the Tomahawk out of San Diego, and how life has changed in this 1 week, because now they've shut all the boarding, all the multi-day trips, overnight trips off completely.
Oh.
We were very, very blessed, John. We went out. We got into a spot of tuna, and we sat in it from 6:30 in the morning to 7:30 at night. And I was very fortunate enough to catch a fish that the crew estimated at 170 pounds on 50-pound line in a typical bluefin, and it kicked me pretty good. It kicked me pretty good, and it took me way down the spool. And there was a couple times I didn't think I was going to get that thing. It was close to being spooled, but we slowly got it back, and I was fortunate enough to get this fish because the bait was on the smaller side. The sardines were a little smaller, and I've never fished a big fish with a 1.0 hook like that. It was 50 pounds, fishing a Dauntless 600. So we had a great reel. I was fishing, prototype rods that we're going to be utilizing for Semperfish down the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's 150 pounds. That's a lot of sashimi. And when you get it fresh like that and cool it off,
stuff.
And they took good care of it on the boat. They get it cooled off right away.
Yeah, they got it. They got it and they bleed it out. So it's absolutely beautiful. And what we did was we gave it away because I do not like freezing that fish because the quality is so high you ruin it. So it's better that you share it with your friends and while it's fresh, and that's what we did. But
oh man,
that's like 1 week later.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a different world.
Yeah, well, that's fishing, isn't it? But no, that blue. You said that was a bluefin.
Yes.
God, you know what that stuff's worth per pound in Japan?
Oh yeah, I mean, even the total, the belly section, that had to be about 10 pounds, 15 pounds. I mean, it was marbled. It looked like it was Spam. There was so much fat content at the bottom. But yeah, I mean, a little tiny chunk, about a quarter pound or a third of a pound at New Year's time, it goes for about $100. So it's pretty amazing. Mm-hmm. Pretty amazing stuff. Yeah.
Oh, it's like eating butter.
But it was phenomenal.
Yeah, and again, it's like I always say, if it smells like fish, don't eat it. Even if it tastes like fish, you probably don't want it. But that stuff, the sashimi grade, is it's almost like eating butter.
Yeah. Well, I had a friend that used to joke. They go, "My God, he would say it's so good it just melts away in your mouth."
Yeah.
And he would say, ice cream and candy melt in your mouth. Fish doesn't melt in your mouth. But let me tell you, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Anyway, aside from that, let's hear what else is Danny's doing. And your rods again, they're sempre. It's like
Semper Fish.
Semper.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Like,
well, it's kind of a tribute to my uncles, my dad, all the guys that served.
Mm-hmm.
The Semper Fi. And then even the colors that we're implementing, we're using purple and gold for the Purple Heart.
Oh.
Although this year it could be purple and gold. If you live in L.A., it's Kobe Bryant and his daughter Jim.
Oh.
And it's also LSU if you're the football national champion for college ranks. So the color came pretty handy. I got a lot of comments at the show, and it was a neat deal. But we're going in with a lot of specialty rods that they're going to be very special purpose use, utility, and that's the area that I've always loved to go into.
Well,
the hardcore
Danny,
fisherman.
okay, you sold me, but how do we get one?
Well, it's gonna be you find it on Facebook. It's going to be a line that's going to be done directly, but then we're instituting a program. We will be launching that with the dealers, where they'll be able to get the blanks and they'll be able to configure it and set it up the way they want. So we'll be opening it up to dealerships.
What's your website?
Yeah. The website is semperfish.com.
Okay. And go on there, and I'm sure you can figure out a way to get one. And,
we're just starting it up. We've got a lot of things, in the little irons, in the fire right now. But it's going to come along.
Danny, another thing.
Steady deal.
Another thing is that people are concerned about what they can afford. What's the price range on these rods? Is that
Well, the price range, I'll be honest with you, John, it's going to be up there because I'm not sacrificing on anything with componentry or anything else.
Well, you can spend $800 for a rod, but
well, it won't be that. Yeah, it's going to depend on the rod series, but we're committed to making the very best rods. Mm-hmm. We will sell blanks, so those that are concerned about price points, they can put on the guides that they choose, and really that's a huge difference when you go from titanium Fujis to other off brands, and
right.
And they're all good, but they're not as light, and they don't have the performance background that these do. So, I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to try to set the bar with it.
Yeah.
It's going to have a unique graphite handle, the through fill. There's going to be a lot of the people that came to the show that stopped them in the track. So it's a pretty neat deal. Back in the saddle again here.
There you go. Can't keep Danny. What? Give us a 30 seconds on what you've been doing for the last 20 years.
Oh, I mean, I started out running, fishing boats right out of college, going out fishing, charter boats, and we got involved with a number of boats. I had the Mustang Fortune, Cherokee Geisha, and we got involved in the landing business for, we had Islandia for, it was a short lease, but our family's still involved in H&M Landing, so. And then I did a lot of bass fishing. Mm-hmm. I was fortunate enough to get some decent fish, and we implemented, a lot of different new techniques. A lot of it using the methodology we had in the saltwater and implemented them on the lakes.
Mm-hmm.
But I did everything. I fly fished, trout fished. Got used. I went down to Brazil several times, Guyana, the peacocks, Arapaima. and stuff. So I just, I was born to fish.
Yeah.
And that's all it's been. That kept me out of trouble.
Sempre fish, yes. Always fish. But anyway, we're just about out of time. But, the rods that you're making now, you mentioned trout. I assume you got bass and trout and, and mostly the freshwater fish.
No, I'm going with specialty stuff. I will probably get around to some of the bass.
Yeah.
But, I'm really critiquing the line and going with things that I know I can move.
Yeah.
And I just want to take certain niches away and go into that. So, that's my focus right now is
all right.
assessing where, we can come in and take some of the market share.
There you go. Well, that's what it's about. And
I'm using my college background. My dad would be proud there.
There you go. Well, just go to Sempre. What was the website again? Sempre Fish.
Sempre Fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you'll figure out how to get one. And get in touch with Danny. I appreciate Danny. Appreciate you taking the time, Eddie. And just keep doing what you're doing. Right. Thanks. You are listening to Fish Hunt Talk. Go to our website. Just go to fishtalkradio.com, listen to the show, and get in touch with us.
The road stretches for miles in front of you, and with the Ram 1500, you'll be able to reach mile after open mile. It gets a best-in-class 25 miles per gallon highway, so your destination won't just be determined by your gas gauge, but by your gauge for achievement. And the Ram 1500 is the first ever back-to-back Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Guts, glory, Ram. See your local Ram dealer today for great deals. EPA estimated 25 mpg highway based on V6 4x2.
A full-service fly shop, His and Her Fly Fishing, offers FFI certified international fly fishing instructor and guide service with Frank Selby. Listen to Frank as host of FishHuntTalkRadio.com or listen live Saturdays at 9 a.m. Pacific Time on Sirius XM Radio Channel 211. Custom flies are handmade to your order in-house in Newport Beach. Fishing in Mexico, Belize, Florida, or the Rockies, Frank and the staff will deliver exactly what you need. Flies and gear. Google His and Her Fly Fishing. Alaskan RV Butler. Guiding, fishing, hiking, sightseeing, adventure. The Alaskan RV Butler. Like a cruise on wheels in the comfort of an RV, view the wonders of Alaskan interior, streams, ocean, and wildlife. Or fish for the big one, all while pampered by Mike, the Alaskan RV Butler. Mike's inclusive tours serve butter-drenched shellfish and mouth-watering steaks. Mike is your personal chef, chauffeur, guide, and planner. And for the real Alaska, contact Mike RV Butler at gmail.com. That's Mike RV Butler at gmail.com.
We have something new and exciting for all fishermen and fisherwomen, from 5 to 12-year-old boys and girls to teenagers and adults. Join the Unreal Fish Sales Fresh and Saltwater Fishing Club to get an amazing 50% discount on all Unreal rods and reels, 40% discount on all apparel, and 30% discount on all Unreal mounts. This monthly Fresh and Saltwater video contest has a cash prize up to $2,500. Members who join our Unreal Fish Sales Club anytime this holiday season will receive a free Unreal Fish Tales shirt or hat of their choice. Go to our website at unrealfishtails.com to join. It's unreal.
Fish have tails. Do you have an Unreal Fish Tale to share? Unreal Fish Tales wants to post it. Go to unrealfishtails.com. Real is spelled with a double E. Join the club and win big money with your short videos. No matter what, you win with half price on all quality reels and rods. Plus, huge discounts and accessories. Perfect gift for anglers. Check out the website now at unrealfishtails.com.
It's time for you to take a real fun adventure. Join a hosted fishing adventure to Alaska or Baja with the staff of Fish Talk Radio. Real Fun Adventures can book you on any adventure you desire. Bring your fishing friends or meet new ones. Fish Talk Radio gets the best deals from our sponsors to give you the best possible price. Real Fun trips are inclusive, easy, no-worry packages to the most popular fish grounds. Trips start around $600. Go to REELFunadventures.com.
Welcome back to Fish Talk Hunt Radio with John Hennigan.
This is John Hennigan, and we're bringing somebody on that I consider a good friend. I hope he feels the same. Haven't talked to him for a long time. But, it's not that easy to get booked on this program, is it, Charlie? But,
Not really, but hey, I'm always waiting in the wings when you need me. And happy Friday to you and the rest of the gang there.
I have to tell you, but we are blessed. We're getting, it's hard. We can't determine how many people because of the way things work, but, we know that there's a lot, probably, I don't know, between 100,000 and 200,000 a week that are listening to your voice. So anyway, I'd like to introduce Charlie L. Massey. And Charlie, I'd like you to tell us what you do, how to get in touch with you, and then we'll start talking about some of the things that you do.
You bet. Well, John, last time we talked, I was actually working for West Marine, which I'm sure a lot of your listeners are familiar with, big into boating accessories and boating lifestyle. Well, since then, I've actually moved on to a similar industry, but on the RV side where, you're not in your boat, but you can tow your boat behind your RV. So I actually work for a company up in Oregon called J&J Enterprises, and the division I work for is called RV Glass Solutions. We basically service all Class A. Those are basically motor coach size RVs, and a lot of them are towing boats and small vehicles around them for guys who are hunting and fishing all over the country. And RVing is becoming a huge pastime, and I think it fits great with your show's topics on hunting and fishing. And, we're just up here in Oregon. We actually service motor coaches here in this regional service facility where people, they break their big windshield on some of these large motor coaches, and we have them come in and replace the windshield and get them back on the road to wherever their next bucket list destination takes them. We're right off the 5 here in Coburg, which is just north of Eugene. And a lot of people going back and forth up and down the coast, up into Alaska, stop by. We've got overnight services, 50 amp, so you can hook up. We can have your windshield replaced and you back on the road within a day, headed to your favorite next destination.
Well, Charlie, I'm thinking you're probably not going to go to your neighborhood auto glass shop and get glass replaced on a Class A.
No, Class A's, large format glass. It takes a lot to make some of these really large windshields that can weigh up to 300 pounds and be, 5 foot by 8 feet in dimension. And there's tricks to it because these days everybody wants a motor coach that you can really see out of. The trend is to get away from half windshields with an A-pillar in between them, and you want to see that open road and enjoy all that scenery as you're traveling around the country. So your safe light, your neighborhood safe light, is not equipped to handle big RV windshield replacement. So you can consider RV Glass Solutions like the safe light of the RV industry. And we don't just have a regional service center here in Coburg, but we have them in 3 other RV meccas across the country, including Arizona, Florida, and Indiana. But we also affiliate with up to a couple thousand network shops who we've trained or work with that have been trained in just RV glass replacement, because it's a lot trickier and a lot more involved than just your standard windshield replacement.
A couple hundred pounds. You don't just put some suction cups on it and pop it in. Wow.
No, we've got special equipment and special urethanes and techniques that you just can't learn by working at the local Safe Light shop.
Now, let's talk about RV or RVing just for a minute. First of all, I'll say something I should keep my mouth shut, but I can't, is that you don't buy an RV to save money on a motel. Because that's not the way it works. But, if you want to be able to move in and spend a week or 2 weeks or a month where you don't have to pack and unpack every day, and you're completely self-contained, there's a lot for that. And, and you can't take a hotel to, a remote lake and, put a line out your front porch. But one of the things I would like to say is I think that RVs are great, but I would recommend that before you buy one, rent one. or maybe 2, because if you only use it a couple times a year, you're better off renting than buying.
100% agree with that, John. RVs are great because it's like a mobile base camp, right? So you can go on your hunting trip and use the RV and get as close to the action as possible, where you're right. A decent hotel can be 2 hours away from where you're actually going to be doing your hunting at. Totally different story with an RV. Same with fishing. You're right there on the lake, enjoying it before and after, setting up camp. You got your friends who may be able to ride with you if your RV is big enough, or have their own units to follow you by. And it's a great experience. I do, you said, recommend renting one, just so you understand, first how to drive one safely. And then really add up the cost. Now, I do recommend for anybody interested in getting into RVing is to visit the Go RVing website. It's basically the industry's website that is gives you a great beginner course and everything you need to know about getting into the world of RVing. It's GORVING.com. Go there. It's a great resource for really learning and boning up on what it takes to be a RVer. Now, in the regional service center I work out of, we get full-timers coming through all the time. These are people who have sold their house and literally live on the road of their RV 24/7. 365 days a year. It's a great experience for them. A lot of people just enjoy that freedom. It's a great way to stay mobile but feel like you're in your home all the time, no matter where you're traveling, checking off those bucket list items.
Some people do live in it.
And hunters and fishermen, it's like a paradise.
Charlie, if I can interrupt you just for a second. Our co-host that was not able to make it today found the time to call in, so if we got Frank Selby on the line, and I just want to invite him into the program. Frank?
I was listening.
Frank.
I like that part about fishing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've got friends in RVing who fish tournaments and just recreational. Some of the smaller motorhomes 30 feet and under, you can safely tow 20-foot fishing boat behind there and really get access to most of the ramps around the country. So it doesn't limit you in your ability to tow a boat safely. So kind of there, you got your home and your boat right there with you all the time. It's a great experience.
Well, Frank kind of was able to get away for a little bit, and I don't know if Frank, Charlie is, well, why don't you repeat again a little bit, Charlie, about some of the things you're into? Obviously, we're talking about, what's the name of the glass company again?
RV Glass Solutions.
Yes, but you've been involved in so many different things. And
I mean, that's just one of the things I love, but really my love of fishing, bass fishing in general, has been long-term. I'm still sponsored by what I think is one of the most innovative and high-performance fishing rod companies out there called Spiralite Custom Rod Company. They're out of Sacramento, California, and actually produce freshwater and soon-to-be saltwater rods that are designed with what some old-timers might call an acid wrap or Roberts wrap guide train setup. That is where on a casting rod, your guides actually flip around from the top of the rod and end up on the bottom of the rod. And there's lots of advantages to that. I just invite everybody to check out the website. It's spiraliterods.com, spelled spiral with an ITE, rods.com. And you can learn all about this great new technology that's being used in fresh and saltwater rods to make your rods stronger, cast farther and more sensitive. So it's really exciting, and some great price points to, some of our rod series start at $99. So it's very affordable to try one of these rods and really feel the difference in performance when you're fishing for either bass or saltwater species. And it's exciting to be involved in both industries at the same time.
Perfect. Frank,
you're wrapping spine on the back side instead of the front side, correct?
Yeah, on a casting rod. On a spinning rod, the guides are always on the bottom, so you can't spiral wrap or acid wrap a spinning rod. But on a casting rod, which can handle usually heavier baits, larger fish, there's a definite advantage to flipping those guides around to the bottom in an offset fashion. And if you go to the website, you can see that, or just Google Spiralite rods, or just look up acid wrap or Robert Strap on Google search, and you'll learn all about the advantages of
all right. Well, we're just about we're up against the clock again. The computer is going to turn us off, but we're going to take a break and come back shortly. But Frank, I just want to mention that Charlie, you live in you're near Eugene, right?
Yes, I live right outside of Eugene and enjoying a 70-degree day today. Amazing.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, and we'll finish up. We're going to keep Charlie along for a little bit, and then we got Frank joining us. So we'll be right back on Fish Hunt Talk.
We have something new and exciting for all fishermen and fisherwomen, from 5 to 12-year-old boys and girls to teenagers and adults. Join the Unreal Fish Sales Fresh and Saltwater Fishing Club to get an amazing 50% discount on all Unreal rods and reels, 40% discount on all apparel, and 30% discount on all Unreal mounts. This monthly Fresh and Saltwater video contest has a cash prize up to $2,500. Members who join our Unreal Fish Sales Club anytime this holiday season will receive a free Unreal Fish Tales shirt or hat of their choice. Go to our website at unrealfishtails.com to join. It's unreal.
Fish have tails. Do you have an Unreal Fish Tale to share? Unreal Fish Tales wants to post it. Go to unrealfishtails.com. Real is spelled with a double E. Join the club and win big money with your short videos. No matter what, you win with half price on all quality reels and rods, plus huge discounts and accessories. Perfect gift for anglers. Check out the website now at unrealfishtails.com.
The Soft Science footbed absorbs the shock of pounding waves, engine vibration, and even rocky terrain. Soft Science shoes are roomy and relaxed, and they drain and dry quickly. Check out the Soft Science Fin fishing shoes and boots and the Fin H2O for kayaking and canoeing. They're lightweight, slip-resistant, and won't mark your deck. See the new styles for men and women and get your pair on at softscience.com. Used by fishermen who know where to get the best fishing gear around, AFTCO makes the highest quality fishing rod components worldwide. If it says AFTCO, you know you have a quality rod. Guy Harvey Clothing, the best outdoor clothing line anywhere, is also available through AFTCO. Longest lasting, functional, and best looking clothing you'll be proud to wear. Only the very best materials and workmanship. As soon as you put it on, you'll know the difference. Look for AFTCO at quality retailers or go to aftco.com. Fish on!
It's a big one.
For passionate sports fishermen who value first-class fishing experiences paired with personalized service and amenities, all-inclusive Salmon Falls Fishing Resort on the Inland Passage reinvents the Ketchikan fishing getaway. Guests enjoy exceptional gourmet cuisine, superior fishing excursions, fully guided charter or self-guided in center console boats accommodating 3 anglers, updated guest rooms and suites, on-site fishing processing to clean, freeze, and pack your catch. Rooms range from log cabin rustic to modern. Our 52 rooms offer the ultimate in comfort after a long day of sightseeing, fishing, and exploring Ketchikan. Non-anglers love Salmon Falls too, shopping along Creek Street, kayaking, hiking, whale watching, or gathering around our fire pits with a hot beverage, all at prices less than expected. Just pull up Salmon Falls Resort in your search engine.
Oh, hey.
Welcome Welcome back to Fish Talk Hunt Radio with John Hennigan.
This is John Hennigan, and our host Frank Selby was able to join us finally. He broke away from his busy day, and he's joining us along with Charlie Massey, who's been just so much fun to talk to. We've only got a couple minutes, so let's see if Frank and Charlie, if there's a couple of things that you want to mention real quick. First of all, Charlie, again, give us some contact information. And,
if you are interested in RVing, go to GoRVing.com, and if you already have an RV and ever have a windshield issue, check us out at RVGlassExperts.com, and RV Glass Solutions will take good care of you no matter where you're at in the country. And I do want to just say, since it's Friday, and one of the best suggestions for social distancing right now is going fishing. That's where I'm headed this weekend, because I have no problem being on my boat or on shore, staying at least 3 to 20 to 500 yards apart from anybody else out there. So
that's what you want to do anyway, right? Yeah.
We're in the middle. Yeah, we're in the middle of spring, and the bass fishing here in Oregon as well as California, where I'm originally from, is just perfect. After the full moon a couple weeks ago, and the warmer weather in both states, all the big fish females are moving up to start their spawning routine, and the fishing is really good on the Delta, Clear Lake, up here on the river, the Columbia River, and all the freshwater lakes around here. So, if you're able to get out and do it in a safe way to protect you and your neighbors from that feared coronavirus, I would suggest getting out there and enjoying that weekend fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially along the Columbia River, all them ponds on each side of the highway have a lot of largemouth and smallmouth bass in them, and a crawdad pattern is great to use.
Please don't tell everybody that. That's some of my secret stuff. I love it.
Hey, I've been fishing that since the 60s.
Oh, you'd be amazed. You'd be amazed at the size of the fish in the Columbia River that nobody ever even can get to. It's amazing.
Yeah, well, them ponds have some pretty double-digit bass in them, some of them.
They do, and for the RVers who don't want to tow, just strap a couple kayaks to the back or on top of the roof, and you can access all those and have a blast.
Yeah. Yeah, that's especially
man after my own heart.
Especially with some of the newer ones you have, it's it's no longer floating in an inner tube.
Oh no, it's amazing what they've done with kayak technology these days, and to be able to access these smaller waters that you can't dump a big boat into. It's amazing the size of the fish in some of these backwaters and local ponds that have not been abused.
Well, that's not to mention the stealth part of it either. So it's you drive up to this noisy boat and they fish take off.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the spawning grounds, I'm with you. We got about another week and a half, and they will all be on the spawning grounds here in California, I think.
Okay. Well,
awesome.
No, we're going to have to wrap it up. But, Frank, I appreciate you taking the effort to get in. And, Charlie, I swear, I'm not going to wait another couple of years before we call you back. You're awesome.
Anytime.
Enjoy it. And, as long as you take some reasonable precautions, going outside, it's not a crime. And just go to some place that's, that they're not shoulder to shoulder, but that's not what you want to do anyway. Okay, you are listening to Fish Hunt Talk. The easy thing is go to fishtalkradio.com, and right on the front page, you just click on, you can listen to this show or any of the previous shows and get all the information that you may not have been able to write down during the show. And again, we appreciate Mark for taking care of us, and Frank and Charlie, we appreciate you guys. Thanks.